I have a YouTube channel. We have 100,000 subscribers. We make millions of dollars directly attributed in net profit every single year from YouTube, leads and calls from YouTube, no doubt about it. Now the question is would it make, let's say I average 5,000 views a video, but it's super heavy, intense B2B, like, walking through an entire organizational chart. Would I net out more money just by getting more views? The answer is probably yes. The problem is your content is so niched down that could you even get more views? And I had tried for years to get more views. And so I personally think this is where I've kind of ended up right now. And like I said, we're doing this for clients as well. What I think it works well, I do think it's incredibly important to have a base, like an asset bank of YouTube videos that prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are an absolute expert at what you're teaching.
That's smart, yeah.
You know what you're doing. They can learn from you, but that if they watch these 3, 5, 10, 15, 20 videos and they got on a sales call, there's just no chance they're not buying. Even if the salesperson was hot garbage, as you would say, literally they're gonna buy no matter what. I think that that's absolutely critical because I do see a bunch of people that get a lot of views, but they're all so surface level, all so wide that there's nothing ever to really take them from like oh yeah, I watch this person to like, I really respect and love this person and think this person can solve my problems. And so I think people should build that up first. And for me, I have 415 published videos on YouTube, so I went really hard in that. I think once you have that set up, I think then you can start to play like, how can you take that same concept but chunk it up a little bit? Like an example would be, I'm trying to think real quick. Like, okay, a great example, even the keynote I did at your event, it could be, on one hand, it's like how to build a team to $25 million, or the team you need to go to $25 million. So that's one. And then I could chunk up there, and instead I could repackage the video and say something more like, these are shitty titles.
How to make 10 million only working 4 hours
exactly,
a day.
100%. So now it's like, okay, now I'm attracting a broader audience that's still going to contain my audience, but maybe because it's getting so many views and a long watch time and clicks, it's going to let the YouTube algorithm know to show it to more people and bring more people in. So where I think people might get in trouble, which I don't know, this is just my own experience, is when you go way off the reserve just to do content for views' sake, and there's no real bridge from that over to your core content that's going to be converting people. That's when I think that you might end up with just a full-time job, which is a lot of views, but you don't really have some kind of monetization vehicle behind it.
Yeah, and what was I gonna say? For me, I think that I kind of had a micro channel I didn't mean to do it, but I just posted stuff I thought was good, right? Now, I think the thing with me is I spend so much on ads, and I've been around for so long. Like, people are aware of who I am, but they're obviously, like, if you're watching my YouTube videos, you probably actually saw my ads first. Like, it's very rare. Whereas, like, if you're somebody who's not spending money on ads, you could probably, if you're getting 1,000 views a video, you'll probably get a lot of prospects. For me, I was getting 1,000 to 3,000 views a video, but like, I'm not getting any leads. But I think it's also because like, by the time you're down into my YouTube, you probably got
you're in the CRM.
You probably gotten hit with 15 to 20 ads.
You're in the
so
CRM.
I think you're probably similar because you've been doing this for so long. People like, they know who you are. So I think it's to the point where like, if you're making these micro videos, it's feeding those people who are like, they come up to you, they're like, dude, I've watched all your YouTube videos, and you're like, oh, did you buy? And they're like,
no.
You're like, no. Or they're like, oh yeah, I bought 7 years ago.
Exactly.
And I'm like, that's what usually happens to me. They're like, oh yeah, I bought 7 years ago, but I just keep watching the YouTube videos. And so I think at a certain stage, when you get to a certain level of brand awareness, you have to kind of like start going higher, broader, which is exactly what I'm kind of trying
I
to
agree.
do.
I'm excited to see you try it out here, and we created another channel. We've also tested it, like the last video on my YouTube channel is why I started TRT. So the exact subject that we just talked about right here, but that's still within the pillar of high performance and productivity, which I do have on my channel as well. So that's like why I blocked it up that way, and I get a lot of new viewers from that channel, a lot of people that even stop me about that, but it's just, I think that anybody that tells you that they know everything about it, like they're so full of it. And I do think that the majority of people that are gonna listen to this video is gonna be business owners, I would imagine. And so my only recommendation would be, I can't tell you how many creative people that I've worked with, either hired or consulted or blah, 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 joined their program, who are really great at getting a lot of attention. And then they're really great at monetizing other people. Hey, here's how you get a lot of attention. But I don't think there's a lot of people who are really great at getting a lot of attention and then monetizing that into their specific into the client specific business, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, there's very few.
it's very, very few are able to actually turn that. And so they sell you on, oh, you need a lot of views because I get a lot of money because I get a lot of views. But the problem with that is they're getting a lot of money from a lot of views from selling people on that they're getting a lot of views. So it's this like, you know, the circle jerk that's going on where no one's actually getting leads from the. So I do think that no matter what strategy you take, I would either listen to or model after somebody who's at least making some money from their YouTube, not from the view side, but from qualified business owners or leads come through.